player, and there it is. The very end of the day, it looks like we're going to have MaZe, I believe, on that Bowser, Wichita State. No, excuse me, MaZe is going to be the Mario. Geonosis is going to be our Bowser. It's going to be, I mean, this is just the classic matchup, the matchup of the century, Mario versus Bowser. This is something, I mean, to be fair, if these players tell us the story, we all know how this one ends, and right now it looks like that is not going to change. MaZe is able to stack up 80% damage against this Bowser already, and 95% just and climbing. Only 2% done, and MaZe just looking to put away this first stock in less than 20 seconds.
He's playing this game exactly like a... I'm just going to say, all of Mississippi State has been playing like a Mario game, and now we're at the final boss. And what an iconic matchup with two great iconic Nintendo characters, the hero and the villain. And the winner of this is going to get Peach. Let's just call it how it is.
Absolutely, they're definitely fighting here for the Peach matchup, and they're looking to put it in the books that maybe Bowser can win one of these matchups. Time and time again, we've seen Mario take Bowser to the streets, but now we're gonna see that back throw, and that's all that it's gonna need. Bowser heavy, but not heavy enough to avoid a Mario back throw on the edge of the map like that. 65% on that first stock. Geonosis is already down to their second. If MaZe can keep up this momentum, this could be a phenomenal series for them.
Exactly. We need to see more. We've seen from WSU some pretty good. We got some more grounded games instead of the traditional special attacks. But now we're seeing a little bit more special attacks with that up special.
Oh, the cape. A phenomenal moment from MaZe, able to use the cape, reverse Geonosis' recovery, and just that's an immediate elimination. There's no extra jump. There's no second recovery. That was already over. The cape technically doesn't do any damage to knock you out of something like that. Instead, it just turns any projectile or any moving thing around, and just a phenomenal move coming out of MaZe. 135% still on that first stock. As I say it, caster cursing a little bit. Geonosis with the up air there, or excuse me, with the up smash there, able to find the damage. And now, I mean, 2 stocks versus 1 stock, but MaZe has had a dominant hold on this matchup all game so far.
Exactly, and Geonosis is starting to catch a little bit of wind at the very end, trying to get more aggressive, we see, and maybe he can pull something out and try to actually get a win for them. But it looks like it's being more in favor of MaZe, as we said. MaZe has got just a really phenomenal moveset. We've seen a back throw, we've seen the cape. That cape is just so lethal.
Yeah, wow. And not only is Mario a great character, but MaZe very clearly has a great understanding of this character and the kit as a whole. The forward smash is all it's going to take Geonosis, or however you may say that. I apologize, I'm probably pronouncing your name wrong, but we see some serious value coming out of that from the very start. And the Mario MaZe just absolutely tore through that Bowser player. Bowser can do some damage, but he's so unbelievably heavy that against a fast and heavy damage-dealing character like Mario, you're really going to struggle to find great value off of anything.
Exactly, and Bowser is definitely one of the best characters in the game, but I think Mario is actually the perfect counter for Bowser. And I don't know if Sakurai actually made that intentional, because they are enemies and Mario's supposed to win all the time, so that could be a very well possibility.
Yeah, Mario, like I said already, finds great value up against this Bowser matchup. And Bowser can definitely win this, but I think you'd have to be playing a much different game, and you'd have to be hitting a lot more often. MaZe just great shield control and great aerial movement to make sure they were never really falling into this Bowser's clutches too often. And I think that really did make a difference at the end of the day as well. MaZe able to put in a lot of damage and just some great work, some great combos coming through that nobody could really answer to, because MaZe was never really giving this Bowser enough time to think, enough time to react. He was just playing with such aggression that Bowser could never really think about what to do next.
Exactly. I could hear the button mashing from Geonosis as he was trying to escape some of Mario's combos. Mario has some just great combo moves, and they're just so hard to escape. So maybe, I don't know, Septilance, do you think we're going to see a character change, or are they just capping right now?
I wouldn't be surprised to see a character change. I think that's something that's definitely likely, but I don't know, it depends on how well this player knows other characters. Swapping onto a character you're unfamiliar with when your opponent's on game point is, essentially handing them a victory. So it's not something you'd want to see, but hopefully they've got something other than Bowser in their back pocket, because Bowser, I mean, gets dumped on by quite a few characters in this game. Definitely not one of the worst. I mean, we're not talking bottom 5, we're not talking, Game & Watch, but we're talking, definitely not at the top of the list either.
And it looks like we're sticking with the same characters, and I think they Peach. Bowser wants Peach, Mario wants Peach. Who doesn't want Peach? But the answer is Luigi. But we'll see. Let's see how this goes right here.
Yeah, absolutely, and the aggression has to come out quick. MaZe already being less aggressive than you'd expect. We expected a lot more damage to come out very quickly, but again, it's only been 10 seconds. The players do need time to warm up and just kind of cooperate with themselves. Right now, we see the aggression coming out quick. Once again, MaZe just moving so much faster, reads the air dodge backwards. Now 80% already out of this Bowser, and MaZe is not looking to drop this combo anytime soon. And just time and time again, this player is, I mean, seemingly flawless for the time being.
He was just straight up juggling Bowser right there. 119 to 18%, now 32. I tell you what, it's so hard to escape Mario's combos, and the best you can do, it's a good thing that you're Bowser because, you know, you're heavy. You're not going to get KO'd immediately. And a surprising stock. It might have been an SD, I don't know.
Yeah, I think that was probably an SD. Honestly, and the cape again.
Oof,
Makes up for it. SD or not, immediately ties it back up with a phenomenal cape that this Bowser player, honestly, like, I don't want to say they're falling for it because you only have so many options when you're stuck out in the air like that, but I mean, just a phenomenal performance so far from MaZe using that cape, much better than we really see Mario players use it very often.
Exactly, and you know the stage doesn't really do you any favors. You can't crawl under or recover under the stage like you can in other stages. This is just a solid platform. You can't go under. You're basically battling on it. That's what I'm looking at. I'm not a big Pokemon player, but from this stage, it's just a pill.
Yeah, no, definitely just the Kalos map, and you've got huge pits on either side. Like you said, there's really only one or two recovery options, and wow, that's another stock down the drain. One fireball able to send it. I think we're really seeing the value of, someone in chat's going to flame me for this, but I think we're really seeing in value the difference between an S-tier character like Mario and a B-tier character like Bowser. Bowser really, like I said, not the best, not the worst, but I mean, he's definitely not going to be good against a matchup like Mario, who is an S-tier, arguably top 10 in the game. Just such a consistent and steady character, easy to pick up, and phenomenal at that high, very low skill floor, but amazingly high skill ceiling. And we're seeing MaZe really at the top of that skill ceiling right now, just putting in the work on this Bowser player, rolling around, reading almost every single move, and just able to find unbelievable amounts of damage in these combos.
That was definitely a hot take. Not gonna lie, that was definitely a hot take, and that was a near death right there. But good thing Geonosis is still trying to put up that fight. But yeah, I gotta tell you, that's definitely a hot take. And like I said, maybe Sakurai intended Mario. Maybe he was like the CEO of Nintendo, just said, hey, you know what? Mario needs to beat Bowser all the time. All the time.
So we got to keep up with the brand. We got to keep sure Mario's always on top of this matchup. And right now, I mean, that's exactly what we're seeing. Don't get me wrong, there is a world where this Bowser player, where Geonosis comes back from this, but against a player as consistent as MaZe, I mean, that's going to be a struggle, especially because MaZe still has another stock under their belt. 130 full rage, and just reads it again, able to roll back and find that forward smash. That's another 2-0 victory, folks. We are not getting a game 3 today.
Yeah, sorry to disappoint you folks, but, you know, Mississippi State just needed to flex its dominance from what I needed to see. But really, just what we saw, MaZe was just keeping his moves totally different, and it was really hard to predict which one was he going to do. Was he going to be in the air? Was he going to juggle? Was he going to bust out the cape? It was just a totally different variety from MaZe.
Yeah, absolutely. I could not agree more. We're going to throw it to a quick break. We're going to get our interviewee in here, which is going to be Mr. Man from Mississippi State, who, as I mentioned already, has secured that victory. We're going to pull him in here, get him ready for an interview, and we'll see you guys in just a minute. Don't go far.